third issue that I want to address is the one about that we've seen playing out for the past few months, and that must be causing serious concerns in the minds of individuals as well as institutions. And I'm speaking about the Commission of Inquiry into the plot to assassinate the president. Now, if you recall our position on this matter, you would know that we thought that the appointment of the COI was frivolous. It was under an allegation that the police did not do a good job on some threat that was issued 2 years ago, the life of the president, that nobody found credible. Secondly, our concern related to the timing of the appointment of the COI. The COI was put in place at a time when we had the biggest disaster in Guyana in our entire history in the prison system. We lost the entire prison. Prisoners were roaming the country freely. They were living in pastures. We had daily incidents at the various locations. And in the middle of all of this crisis, the government found the time and energy and resources to put in place the COI. And we said at that time, the only reason that they did that, given it was not urgent, that it was with a sinister motive. It was insidious, and it was going to impact on that there had to be an ulterior motive. Today, we see the motive being revealed. We warned of it, that it had to do with destroying the career path of many of the existing officers there who may be professional, and replacing them with people who APNU believe are sympathetic to the PNC. And so we pointed out that that might have been the ulterior motive, and today they have just confirmed. This government has confirmed that that is so. Witness the state-owned Chronicle. Witness the state-owned Chronicle. 3 days in a row, this Commission of Inquiry report was leaked to the Chronicle, leaked in inverted commas, and in spite of crocodile tears being shed by Ramjatan, how he is so concerned about the leak. Imagine a vice president of this country can't tell you how the leak took place, but a leak took place. They could have easily said to Chronicle, don't carry this because it's going to destroy the career of officers. So, shake up CID. So, the Blenheim and his deputy to be replaced. That's what they want. The next day in Chronicle, Silal must go, sanction Ramnarain, and then discipline Hickins. We knew that this was going to happen. We knew, and why? Because, as Adam Harris in a column questioning my memory this last week, on Sunday, pointed out, that Paul Slow had an axe to grind with the PPP government. And Paul Slow is acting on the basis of a vendetta. We believe, if the president was serious about such an investigation, he should have not appointed a Paul Slow to head it, because Paul Slow has bad blood with many people in there. He's an aggrieved party, as Adam Harris himself on Sunday pointed out, as Adam Harris himself on Sunday pointed out. So he was an aggrieved party, and he was a member of the APNU campaign team in the last elections. He was put there to do a hatchet job on the leadership of the police force, destroying professionalism. And I want to know what the British advisor who is there is going to say about this when they talk about professionalism in the police force. And Adam Harris pointed out that Paul Slow was not happy about his transfer under us, so he went to the courts. Imagine going to court because you don't like being transferred. And now I would say to all of the officers who are aggrieved, whose names have been dragged in the mud, deliberately so, that they should go to the courts too and block all of this. Question the COI and its motive. If there is any attempt to use the COI, not a careful report that is done about police reform, but this COI to affect the careers of these officers. This is pure witch hunt at its best. And if we sit quietly and allow this to happen, professionalism in the police force will be destroyed. I wonder where those NGOs are now that used to be so vigilant about professionalism in the police force when this hatchet job is being done on the entire leadership of the police force with a political motive in mind.